Hi, I'm Damien O'Farrell from Principal Relocation and welcome to today's Gimme 5. 5 minutes of trending information. Today we're going to talk about the 7 steps to living successfully in Italy. Let's start out with the first step, one of the most important. Will you be legal? If you're coming to work in Italy for a company and you are what is called an intra-company transfer, you've got no problems. However, if you are one of the many people that would like to live in Italy, and unless you're traveling on an EU passport, you will need a visa and/or work permit. Please don't come to Italy until you've got your documents in order. Life being illegal in Italy is not pleasant. You know, what you could do in Italy 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you can't do it anymore. So make sure that you've got the right documents before you come to live in Italy. 2, cost of living. A lot of cost of living reports have 1-bedroom apartments listed in major markets like Rome and Milan for 800 euros. My question is, where are these apartments? Very often they are in areas that you really wouldn't want to live in. So check out the cost of living. Cheap vacations, low cost of living, that is so yesterday when you're talking about Italy. Unless you're living in a small town in the middle of nowhere, Italy is an expensive country. Make sure that you're going to have enough money to live comfortably because just getting by is not pleasant. Then there's the question of employment. If you're coming with a job, that's one situation. But if you do not have a job and you have decided to come to live in Italy, be aware that Italy has an unemployment issue. That does not mean that you cannot find a job. There are a lot of opportunities in Italy if you are willing to consider the self-employment route, because there are a lot of service things that do not exist in Italy, and you can start that. It's a great opportunity. 4, as I said, housing before, very important. Major markets like Rome and Milan, these are expensive cities. An average 1-bedroom apartment in those major markets in an area that you would like to live in, average price is 1,200. With the average salary being the same, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that either you're going to have to go to live in another area or you're going to have to make more money. Check out housing, very important. Another important point to living very successfully in Italy is get the basics down. What do I mean by that? I mean, get a doctor, get a dentist, get any other medical professional that speaks your language. Because if you don't speak Italian, you really want to be able to dialogue comfortably with medical professionals. Hairdresser. A lot of people don't think about that. Make sure you find a good hairdresser. A lot of people, when their hair doesn't look good, they don't feel good. So make sure that you get the people that you need for your support system. Medical professionals, hairdresser, accountant, whatever you need to live successfully in Italy. That brings me to another point. Learn the language. Learning the language will open up so many opportunities for you. And a lot of people say to me, Damien, how can I learn the language quickly? I found that one of the best ways is soap operas. That's right, I said soap operas. Why? The language is very simple. The story moves very slowly, so even if you jump a few episodes, it's not a problem. And the language in soap operas is what you need for every single day. It's people asking each other how they are, what are they feeling, and this is great. This is the language of every day. This is exactly what you need. So make sure you learn the language as soon as you can. I found one of the great ways was learning a new word every day. If you learn a new word every day, you've got 365 words in a year. Final point, get out and enjoy. This is a beautiful country. It has some of the most beautiful places imaginable on the planet. The food is fantastic. The wine is wonderful. So you've got a great country to discover. This will also allow you to meet the people and to practice your linguistic skills. So, to recap, make sure you're legal, check out cost of living, make sure you know what your employment situation is going to be, check out the housing, very important, get your support system. I can't stress enough how important this is. Learn the language and get out and enjoy this magnificent country. That is today's Give Me 5 minutes of trending information. Stay tuned for the next installment, and in the meantime, if you want any information, please feel free to contact me through Facebook or go to www.principalrelocation.com. See you soon.